top 15 fastest growing cities in Africa to invest in. Let's look at the top 15 African cities with the fastest growth rates at the moment. The best part is these cities are on the fast lane and are ideal for doing business. And the top 2 will shock you. Do you know that 52 cities in Africa have a population of over 1 million? That's the same number as in Europe. But the media stereotype coverage shows Africa as an underdeveloped continent full of huts and caves. Meanwhile, many cities on the continent like Dar es Salaam and Kinshasa are currently among the cities with the greatest population growth worldwide. Africa's population has grown tremendously in the last 10 years. Cities with high levels of industrialization, urbanization, and economic activity have seen an unbelievable spike in immigration. About half of the world's fastest growing economies are found in Africa, with 20 economies growing at an average rate of 5% or higher, which is way faster than the 3.6% rate for the global economy, according to the Brookings Institute. Africa is expected to have roughly 2 billion people by 2050, and an unbelievable economic activity is being carried out to balance this growing population. Here are the top 15 cities with the fastest growth rates on the continent as revealed by a recent study from the United Nations Habitat Program. Number 15. Cape Town, South Africa. As a port city with a population of about 4.6 million, Cape Town is South Africa's oldest and second largest city. It is the country's legislative capital and seat of the South African Parliament. Cape Town is famous for landmarks like the Table Mountain and Cape Point, which are huge touristic attractions. It has been named the most entrepreneurial city in South Africa and has the highest number of tech companies on the continent. Number 14. Khartoum, Sudan. Khartoum is the capital of Sudan. Located at the merge of the River Nile, the city is the home of banking, trade, and manufacturing activities in Sudan, and it's presently seeing a huge economic boom that cannot be ignored. Number 13. Casablanca, Morocco. Casablanca is the largest city in Morocco. It is located on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. The port of Casablanca is one of the largest ports in the world. The city is renowned for its historic landmarks and abundant display of culture. Number 12. Johannesburg, South Africa. This is the main metropolis and the financial hub of South Africa. The city is home to the majority of foreign businesses and financial institutions. The 2010 FIFA World Cup was held in Johannesburg. Popular institutions like the University of Witwatersrand and the University of Johannesburg are also found here. Number 11. Cairo, Egypt. As Egypt's capital city, Cairo has more than 20 million inhabitants. It is one of the biggest cities in Africa. This city is in the middle of Egypt and close to the Nile Delta. Cairo is well known for its ancient Egyptian-inspired history and culture. It also serves as a vital center for trade, finance, and business. Number 10. Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Dar es Salaam is the largest city in Tanzania and has more than 6 million residents. Despite not being the nation's capital, Dar es Salaam serves as a location for several government institutions and embassies. This explains the city's fast urbanization and industrialization, as well as immigration, all of which has contributed greatly to the economy of the city. In addition, the port of Dar es Salaam facilitates trade between Tanzania and neighboring countries. Over the past 18 years, the population has increased by over 166%. And according to projections, Dar es Salaam's population will increase by at least 82%, from 3.4 million people to about 6.2 million by 2025. Number 9. Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi is the headquarters of numerous foreign businesses and international organizations, like the United Nations Environment Programme. As Kenya's capital city and the hub of the nation's manufacturing sector, Nairobi is undoubtedly a powerhouse. It is also a popular tourist destination in Africa, with an abundance of national and international wildlife conservation facilities. Nairobi cannot be ignored. Its population is projected to grow to around 6.5 million by 2025. Number 8. Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. Kinshasa is the most populated and capital city of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Formerly known as Leopoldville, it is the country's commercial and industrial center. Kinshasa has a significant impact on the DRC's economy. The Democratic Republic of Congo is able to conduct numerous significant trades due to Kinshasa's proximity to Brazzaville, which is its nearest neighbor. With a population of roughly 10 million in 2005, it is expected to grow by 72% to 18 million by 2025, as many young people continue to move to Kinshasa from rural areas across the Congo for greener pastures. Number 7. Luanda, Angola. Luanda is the largest city in Angola and its capital. Luanda is home to many of the nation's governmental and commercial activities. Through the port of Luanda, Angola trades its huge oil deposits as well as other goods and services worldwide. The country's population is already around 7.5 million, and by 2025 it is expected to reach 8 million, an increase of about 69.3% from the 4.8 million people it had in 2005. Number 6. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Being Ethiopia's capital and largest city, Addis Ababa is home to the African Union and the United Nations Commission for Africa. Addis Ababa is referred to as the political capital of Africa. It encircles a number of nations and connects them to ports like Asebo on the Red Sea in Eritrea or the Gulf of Aden in Djibouti. From 2.9 million people in 2005 to a predicted 4.7 million in 2025, Addis Ababa's population is anticipated to increase by 62.4%. Number 5. Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Abidjan, which is found on the Atlantic Ocean's coast, is the capital of Côte d'Ivoire. Many of the country's business and administrative sectors are located in this city. In addition, the country's scientific research facilities and numerous museums featuring Ivorian artwork attract a variety of visitors from all over the globe. In the next 10 years, the city's population is anticipated to surpass 6 million due to its rapid growth in urbanization and opportunities. Number 4. Dakar, Senegal. The capital city and seat of the government of Senegal is in Dakar. The city boasts several historical African museums and one of the best seaports in West Africa for trade between West Africa and Europe. The city's main industries are truck manufacturing, fish canning, grain milling, brewing, and peanut oil refining. From 2.8 million inhabitants in 2005 to 4.2 million in 2025, Dakar is expected to grow at least 52%. Number 3. Lagos, Nigeria. As the most populous city in Nigeria, Lagos, which is near the country's western coast, is a giant on the continent. The majority of Nigeria's financial and business centers have their administrative offices here. Its location on the western coast gives it access to Nigeria's largest seaport, an important hub for international trade, as well as skyscrapers that house upscale residences and companies. Lagos's population, also referred to as the metropolis that won't stop rising, is anticipated to increase by 49.5% by 2025, from a total of 18 million people in 2005 to about 27 million in 2025. Thousands of people relocate to this city every day, many of them from rural areas in search of employment and better living conditions. Number 2. Ibadan, Nigeria. Ibadan, which ranks third in terms of population behind Lagos and Kano, is the largest city in Nigeria by area. Ibadan is particularly appealing to business people due to the abundance of economic activity that can be found there, and the city's proximity to the commercial center Lagos is a plus. Agriculture, trade, handicrafts, and manufacturing are all commercial activities that are frequently practiced in Ibadan, and the operating cost there is significantly cheaper than in Lagos. Ibadan had about 3.7 million residents as of 2021, and by 2025, it is expected to have grown by 49% to have at least 4 million residents. Number 1. Accra, Ghana. Accra, the capital, administrative and economic city of Ghana, is the largest city in the country. It is home to many government and non-governmental organizations, head offices of banks, and the big markets which import most of the food supply. Moreover, the city is near the Tema Port, a central cross-country border for Ghanaian international trade. With a growth rate of 49%, the population of Accra is expected to increase to 3.6 million from a population of 2.3 million in 2005. Accra has also been at the forefront of the recent Return to Africa movement, making it even more appealing to foreign investors. At this point, it's obvious that the future belongs to Africa. It can confidently be said that Africa is a new hub for growth and expansion. All that's needed now across the continent is sound government and smart investors. As cities pop on every corner, it's up to us to build sustainable infrastructure to support this growth. As foreign investors also besiege Africa in the second wave of colonialism, it is up to the sons and daughters of the motherland to build the Africa we want to be respected by the rest of the world. As I usually say on this channel, Africa has nowhere else to go but up. If you found value in this video, make sure to check out our next video on how to invest and do business in Africa.